well, certainly a bit indifferent to the result, given he's a former Chelsea player. But for Robbie and Lucho, you guys must be absolutely ecstatic, right, Robbie?
Oh, I think it's brilliant. I mean, tonight, as much as they were maybe a little bit vulnerable at the back, I think you've seen tonight why they were champions. I think they've been full value for it. They've been absolutely consistent all season and deservedly winners. It's been brilliant watching this year. It really has.
Lucho?
Oh, fantastic. What can I say? I mean, I thought that with 1-1 it was already good enough. Imagine with this result. I think what Roy was saying, it's been the consistency in the whole season until the last minute. And I think that's why this team has been such a difficult team to beat, because from the back to the front, every single game giving 100% and no lose of focus or concentration. And even though they know they are already winners, it's Chelsea in front and they want to do well. And look at it, 5-3, great result for this ice of the cake.
Robbie, what does it mean to the people of Liverpool, those that don't support the Blue Half, obviously, but the significance of Liverpool Football Club actually lifting the trophy after such a long wait? I mean, are you in Liverpool right now or in another part of the country?
I'm in Liverpool. I'm obviously just a couple of miles from the stadium. I can see all the fireworks from where I am as well. So, look, I think it's everything. I'm obviously use every cliche under the sun here, but I mean, Liverpool have been blessed with some brilliant teams, and we have won lots and lots of trophies. But this Premier League has eluded the club for a long time. They winning the league. And look, Schwartz will tell you he's played in front of a full Anfield all the time, so he knows how passionate the fans are. He knows how good they are. And you know what? It's the biggest cliche in the world, but the fans deserve it. The players have gone out there and have been unbelievable for for everyone associated with the club. And unfortunately, the fans aren't there to see it. But I'm sure when it's safe, the club will put something in place where everyone can celebrate together, because that's what it's all about. And certainly me as a Liverpool lad and a big Liverpool fan now, I suppose it just means everything. It is quite an emotional time for everyone associated with Liverpool because of everything that's happened. Various tragedies over the years. So everyone sort of brings that up a little bit. We've seen how good they are been in cup competitions, Europa Leagues, Champions League finals. But tonight, as Lucho was alluding to there, this is the absolute icing on the cake. Since Jurgen's been at Liverpool, I won't say we've dominated English football, but we've been close to being as good as anyone out there. Certainly for the past 2-3 years, anyway.
I've only got about...
I'd be interested to know...
Sorry.
Adam, I'd be interested to know for Robbie, you must be a little bit sad as well that you're actually not there, because I'm sure you would have been there, wouldn't you? Had the circumstances been normal, to have actually experienced it all there and there in the stadium?
Listen, last year when they won the Champions League, I got on the back of the bus with my lad, so I'm a little bit cut that I can't do that again. But you know what? I'm so excited, and I am a Liverpool fan, and I can say now that we are a team that's won the Premier League. That's something that I could never say, but now I can, and it's obviously such a good feeling to say it.
You've had a stunning career yourself, but there's part of you wish you were also 20 years younger so you could be a part of a title-winning team for Liverpool, to be able to play under, say, a Jurgen Klopp, to have some of those players that we saw today as your teammates. Yeah,
no, look, Adam, I think if you had the Liverpool kits, I'd like to play with you. So I mean, I'm entwined with everything Liverpool. So I love playing for the club. It's a club that's really close to my heart. And, sadly, it wasn't to be for me in terms of winning the Premier League. But look, I had a great career. And look, if I could run about a little bit, I would do everything I could just to try and get a performance in me in the Liverpool shirt. Still, Lucho will tell you, it means everything when we play in the legend games. It's still great putting those shirts on. So would have loved to have won the Premier League, of course. We all would have done. Obviously all ex-Liverpool players, but it wasn't through the lack of trying. And as I said before, we can look back now. I know what we've won, but Liverpool winning the Premier League, because this is what it's all about.
Yeah, well, you owed a man in this conversation a word of thanks, because he saved your penalty when you were at Manchester City, which paved the way for you to go back to Liverpool to put on the jersey for another time. Mark Schwartz saved the penalty, not Lucho, by the way.
Thank him for that, actually, and it actually worked well in my favour. I actually got to play in the Champions League the year after as well. So as much as it was heartbreaking at the time, I did get to go back to Liverpool, and who knows, it could have been because Schwartz saved that pen. I wasn't too happy with him at the time, to be honest. And it was a good penalty. It was a good penalty. It was just a tremendous save. Best save you've ever made, Schwartz, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely. Listen, it's definitely up on the list, mate. It's been one of my favourite moments. That's for sure. Absolutely.
Before you go, Robbie, obviously, I'm sure Jurgen Klopp will be looking ahead at next season. Yes, they are champions now, but we've known for a while that they were going to be crowned. It was just a question of when. So I'm sure he's thinking about, what am I going to do next season? Now, the competitors are going to be strengthening. Chelsea have already strengthened. They've got players waiting to join the team. They can't do so yet, but the signings have been made. Do Liverpool need to splash the cash this time around? Because there's a very quiet transfer last year, and Minamino came obviously in January, but not for an extortionate amount.
Yeah, look, I think, Jurgen's come out and said, look, there's probably not a lot of money there in terms of bringing players in. I'd be amazed, in all honesty, if they don't bring anyone in, because what you just said there, the opposition or the teams who are going to challenge you are going to go out there and going to sign players. They're going to try and compete with you next year. And I'm the believer that if you're not actually signing players, you're not actually standing still. I think you are going backwards. Now, obviously, me being a Liverpool fan, I want them to get linked with lots of players. I want them to bring in a few good players. But whoever comes in, and you've seen the consistency that they've shown this year, there's no foregone conclusion that they will be guaranteed a place. You've got to go out there and earn that right to sort of put that shirt on. And that's the thing with Liverpool now. So, because they've been so consistent and they've probably been so dominant in the Premier League, players will want to go there and they'll probably want to start games. And I don't think anyone, certainly associated with Liverpool, can guarantee anyone coming in would be the first picks.
Who would you like to see at the club, with the expectation also that maybe some of the players might be leaving? Obviously, Lallana's one name that's been linked.
Yeah, look, I think with Liverpool now, I think one of the problems that they had this year, and it's not a big problem, per se, but they probably lacked a little bit of squad depth. Now, the lads who have come in have done extremely well, and again, they've been consistent. But when obviously Robbo was out injured for a while, or he was suspended, we probably struggled in the left back area. But finding players to come in and fill these positions when they know they're not guaranteed to play, it's tough signing players. But you look at Gomez with Van Dijk at the back, both brilliant players. But maybe you look at someone to partner Van Dijk as well.
All right.
I'm sure Sadio, I'm sure Mo, and even Firmino will get linked with other clubs as well. So I think it's a case of make sure we keep what we've got as well. That's probably more important.
All right. Well, Robbie, I know you're going to be a very busy man. You are in Liverpool. I'm sure you'll be looking to celebrate at least